Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nazgul, that emote you did in my chat is massive. Is that a special way to emote and get really large ones? Oh, it's something called Gigantify? What the hell is Gigantify? That's over on Twitch for those in YouTube who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Try Gigantify. Okay. It's a power-up. Is it a power-up you get from cheering? Holy schmoly. Yep. That is a big emote. RTFM. Extra bonus points for anyone who can remember the genesis, the origins of that particular one. It's a 50-bit cheer. Oh, you have to cheer 50 bits to be able to gigantify. Okay then. Yeah, it is RTFM, but the whole image. Look at the image. What is the image? They're really great when on the large side. Yeah, they actually do work out well large, don't they, those? Yeah, we got some high quality emotes. That's what it is. Yeah, no, it's not what it stands for. It's not what it stands for. But the emote itself, the picture. What's the picture? Come on. Come on. Don't let me down here. It's got to be some old viewers. It's got to be some old viewers in the house. Not on Twitch. You can't see it. Yeah, okay. Werewolf Librarian. Thank you, Moonalm. For those of you on YouTube, the image is like a wolf face looking at a book. So it's basically a wolf face looking at a book with RTFM underneath it. It's the librarian telling you off. Except this librarian also happens to be a werewolf. Thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollar super chat. Mark, morning. They're making a TV show of Atomfall and Subnautica 2 released into early access. How do you release a TV show in early access? Oh, no. They're making a TV show of Atomfall, comma, and Subnautica 2 has released into early access. Okay. And I'm not correcting your grammar there. There are many people who believe you should not have a comma and an and. I'm just emphasizing that they are two separate statements. I thought you were saying that there was an Atomfall and a Subnautica 2 TV show. Because I suppose the better question would be, why a Subnautica 2 TV show rather than a Subnautica 1 TV show? Those people are wrong. Yeah, Nutty, when I was growing up, this was one of the hard and fast rules. You can't have comma and. Because and was a, oh, what's the term? Is it conjunction? It's a conjunction. Therefore, it shouldn't need punctuation. But even when I was growing up, there was arguments about this because, I mean, the argument went, you should restructure your sentences. So, for example, you'd say something like, they are making a TV show of Atomfall. They've also just released Subnautica 2. So you would create two sentences from it. And there were a lot of people, there were some purists who felt that that's what you were supposed to do. To the point where you would lose points on your exam if you did comma and. But I was always a proponent of comma and. Comma and is very, very useful. So, it's the old run-on sentences are bad thing. Yeah, the thing is, you're not supposed to start a sentence with the word and either. And what Mark was basically saying is they're making a TV show of Atomfall and Subnautica 2 released into early access. He's delivering the news headlines. So if you're delivering the news headlines and you wish to make a snappy sentence or just a snappy delivery, you want that as a single sentence. You do want that as a single. Here are the news. The news is A and B, you see. So this is where comma and actually really works well. Besides, there are no rules in language. Well, that's not true. There are rules and they were meant to be broken eventually. They always are. There is no such thing as an unbreakable rule in language. Raisin Orden, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Nazgul, 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. My God, is it really highlighting the cheers in the chat for some reason? Like I before C except after it. You mean I before E except after C. You fluffed that one up, didn't you, nutty comic? It's the difference between written and spoken language. Well, it is and it isn't. It is and it isn't. Written language may lag spoken language, but it always ends up matching it. Otherwise, what we would write today would be unintelligible. If we were still writing the way English was written 500 years ago, you and I would not understand a sodding word of it. Well, we might, but it would take a bloody long time. And it would be absolutely nothing like the words we would speak. So they do. The purpose of a comma is to create a pause. Yeah, really it is. I think that's the thing, is to create a pause, but not just create a pause. The pause is the spoken way of pronouncing comma or full stop. It's more a way to delineate subjects. So in your particular case, they are releasing a TV show and they have also released Subnautica 2 on early access. Yeah? These are two separate pieces of information, two separate data points, and the comma, or the pause, when we speak, is kind of important. Because if you miss it, the meaning is hard to ascertain. Or no, it is... what's the word? What is the word? I'm speaking of words. I've lost the word. I know it. I'm picturing the word in my head, and it's just I'm blanking on it. This is old age. When something is not crystal clear, it's ambiguous. Ambiguous. I got there eventually. Ambiguous. The meaning is ambiguous. Without the pause, without the comma. Or actually, no. Without the pause or the comma, the meaning, you could argue, is completely different to the actual intent. So there you go. So yeah. But this is why whenever anyone tells you off, I mean, you hear people raging against people who use the word literally to mean the absolute opposite of literal. And I do understand the need to rage against that. But you're also raging against inevitability. And the reason I like to rage against that internally, quietly, to myself, is it shows that the person who started to say that misunderstood the actual saying itself or meaning. It's the same thing as everyone started to misunderstand what rage quit meant in gaming after a very short period. Rage quit was a thing and it meant a very specific thing, and then people just started using the term very, very badly to the point where it no longer meant anything. The same's true in many gaming terms. Pub stomp was another one that everyone suddenly... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I thought you was answering, but it was the person below. Chat's confusing itself. So yeah. I mean, there are tons of things that bug the snot out of me when I hear them. But I let them they bug the snot out of me quietly, inside, because I know it's pointless. Is it curb stomp or curb stomp? That's a spelling issue. I guess it just comes down to how you spell curb. I mean, the American way of pronouncing forward annoys the snot out of me for weird reasons that really make no sense, but also do. They say, well, some of them say forward, which means in the direction of your enemy. It does not mean in the direction of the four. It means in the direction of your enemy. I'm going towards my foe. Yeah, a foe is not the four. Yeah, so yeah, that annoys me. Can't explain it. But it probably annoys Americans that I say aluminium. Because it was originally an aluminum. Although in my case, it's more the matter of what it means when they say forward. But that's accents for you. That is accents. Which is why I try to internalize it and just go, stop. Paying attention to that is not important. Americans saying Craig bugs me. Yeah, they don't say Craig. What do they say? Don't they say something like Craig? Almost like Greg, but with a C? What is the initial meaning around rage quitting? Rage quitting was a very specific thing where something would happen and you would scream and you would be angry and you would quit. Now, sometimes you wouldn't necessarily scream into the game or into the microphone. A lot of games back then didn't even have microphone stuff. It didn't even mean you had to type, but it was you quit and you went and you kicked your chair and you were screaming. You quit in frustration. Yep. But after a few months, basically rage just meant quitting. To the point where we used to end up poking fun at it. People would be like, all right, we're getting creamed here, guys. We're going to call it. And it'd be, oh, you're rage quitting. And people would usually ended up doing that. They would sort of be playing games and they were going, yeah, guys, we're going to rage now. There's not a lot going on here. Yeah, like, we're going to rage now. So this word, rage, ended up meaning quit. You had this term rage quit and it got shortened to just rage and it actually just meant quit. It was weird and it happened in a very short amount of time. It was the weirdest thing. No, Gopher, you trigger with inventory instead of inventory. Yeah. I don't... Yeah, I mean, I would tend to mock it and say, like invent, as in, you know, an invention. So inventory. Whereas the correct saying is, of course, inventory, I believe. I believe that's the pronunciation in both languages. Of course, inventory is not something that you would say where I came from. It was something that was a gaming term, basically. Probably people who worked in logistics and so on and so forth may have used the word inventory. But it's not a word I grew up with. So it's a word I only ever saw in games. So I had no real idea how to say it. I kept pronouncing hyperbole as hyperbole. Yeah, I've heard people do that, yeah. And that's completely understandable, because hyperbole looks like it is said hyperbole. As someone in logistics, yeah. I mean, in Britain, I think people would have just called it the stock. If you're talking about your inventory, you're talking about your stock. What you've got in stock, sort of thing. So this is just not a word I ever saw. Genesis, thanks for the 5 Swedish francs. Super chat for the Friday evening pizza fund and the love of the lever action rifles. It was inventory. It was inventory when I was doing stock. Are you British though, Sally Forth? Can't remember. It does depend on regions in America. I guess it probably does. Swiss. Right. I said Swedish for old time's sake. In French, that's how you say hyperbole. No E sound at the end. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Gotta get back to the grind. I'll catch the VOD. Have a great stream. Thank you, Reaper, for the $5 super chat. You're a Southern Brit, are you? Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times it's like, I always say id Software incorrectly. I always say ID. Because, of course, you know, I'm old school id Software game player. From long before the internet was what you see and hear today. You know, when I first discovered id Software games, it was because I was like a hyper nerd who knew the hyper nerdy people who ran all the networks in university, and we got a very early copy of Doom. Actually, no, Wolfenstein 3D, probably. Before it was even shipped on floppy disks. And to us, that was just ID. You know, because nobody in Manchester was talking about the id. We knew what ID was, so, you know, id game's not ID. Yeah, I know. But, you know, you don't see U.S.A. do you? People write USA, and nobody says USA. USA, USA. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's basically, I would say ID, and people keep correcting me, and I always get it wrong, because you get it ingrained in your brain, don't you? It just becomes like a habit burnt in there. There are some other words I burnt in, almost deliberately and accidentally at the same time. You'll hear me occasionally say, and there was much gnashing of the teeth. And you get the odd person saying, why are you pronouncing the G? And it's like, I can't remember when I started doing it. It was a joke originally. And then it stuck. It stuck. And I only say the gnashing of the teeth when I'm being dramatic, but it's almost instinct. I wouldn't say to someone, stop gnashing your teeth. Not that I would ever say, stop gnashing your teeth, to be honest. Not a word I would say often, but it's like one of those words. I will occasionally even talk about garden gnomes. Oddly enough, that's probably the correct way to say it if you wanted to be a purist. Oldie worldy English. So, knee. I mean, originally it will have been a knee. It will have been a knee. And you would know that if you had been born several centuries ago. Skizzers, absolutely. Most silent letters, at least in English, were probably not always silent. Yes, evil Knievel. Dating yourself there, aren't you? I say key as quay instead of key just to annoy the wife. Oh, well done. I like that one. But here's the weird thing. Americans say buoy? Buoy? Instead of boy? They actually say buoy, I believe. And that's not to annoy the wife. It's actually how they say it. But they don't say buoyant. You know, this item is buoyant. They will say it's buoyant. But they will not say boy, as in the thing that floats in an ocean. They'll say buoy. And then to get even weirder, they say route instead of route, even though there's another word, route, spelt without the E, that means run away. And just to make things ultra weird, there's one route in America, Route 66, that they say Route 66. There's no making sense of language, guys. None. And this is especially true of countries that speak English as their primary language. We have a special place in hell reserved for us for just making stuff overly complicated for the lulz. Is irate and irritating different too? I don't know. That is irate. I would say irate and irritating. But there's a double R for irritating. You say root as root and root as in the context of winning a fight as rout. Well, you don't win the fight if you are routed. You're losing the fight. You're running away. But yes, there you go. The only rule of language that is universal. Usage is king. I love that. I'm going to steal it and pretend I made that up, Moonalm. Usage is king. Pretty sure the complicated spelling was just gatekeeping against the lower orders learning to read and write. That's a nice thought, but in actual fact, it's probably way simpler than that. It's just words were pronounced differently long ago. They didn't really need to gatekeep lower orders learning to read and write by making the spellings and sounds funny. There was very little chance of the lowly peasants learning to read and write because they really didn't have anything to read and write. Books were a bit of a luxury item. I mean, as in we routed them, not getting routed ourselves. Ah, okay, yes, no, correct. So yeah. I mean, we should all be saying sword instead of sword. And believe it or not, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, there are several characters who do say sword. Usually with a German accent, actually. And for those of you thinking to yourself, well, that's probably because they didn't understand how to say the word correctly, that's possibly one explanation, but it's also possibly true that they knew in medieval times that is how it would have been said by English speakers. Of course, it's a game set in the Czech Republic, or at least what is the Czech Republic now, so they wouldn't be speaking English at all. But then we're going to get into the whole what language should be spoken in games thing, and then we're all going to start punching each other. Did I ever what started this? Can I get back to wherever we started? Have we wrapped up whatever the original question was or point was? The W was always ooh because it was literally W. But that would still make it sword, right? Sword. Yeah, I'm gonna hold judgment on that. I remember seeing a Rob Words where I'm pretty sure he did say sword. But I could be wrong, and he could be wrong, of course. I mean, and he'd be the first to admit it as well. That's the brilliant thing about his channel. I'm sorry, I know the accent language thing comes up a lot in Stalker Talk. Yeah, the whole Ukraine versus English. It's a fascinating subject in many ways. I would love to do native language in games, but there's no way I can keep up with subtitles during gameplay. No, that's the thing, Trellix. I am the same. It depends on the game, but if it's a game where I really feel like I want to be able to hear what everybody is saying, and by hear I mean hear, then I'm gonna need it in English. You know, because if it's subtitles, I'm only ever going to check the subtitles when we're stopped in dialogue, in which case I'm going to miss an awful lot of what is going on. So I get it. But there's also the simple reality of something like Kingdom Come Deliverance is you cannot have the game in Old Czech. I mean, I don't even know what the language would be. I don't even know what the language spoken in that area was. Was there a Czech language back then? My guess is most people living in the Czech Republic today would have sod all idea what was being said. So it would just be bizarrely weird, right? If you had a realistic language. And if you were going to play Skyrim, they'd have to just invent a bunch of languages. They'd have to do the whole Tolkien thing and invent a bunch of languages for each area. Yeah, they speak Czech now, but what do they speak in medieval time? During cutscenes and scripted moments, sure, not problem, but if I'm Control, missing something somewhere. Yeah, I mean, that's even in cutscenes, though. There are times when, in a cutscene, you want to be looking at the facial expressions, not reading the text. Imagine playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and missing a lot of the facial expressions because you were busy staring at the text. I mean, this is probably going to be how some people have to experience it because they want to hear it with the original voice actors. And I totally get that. I do. But you're going to miss stuff. When you're looking at text, you're going to miss stuff. It's just... Different classes probably spoke different languages. Probably, yeah. They did make up the dragon language. Yeah. Still cracks me up that a lot of people get really annoyed when they hear American accents in, say, Skyrim-type games. Witcher, they hear an American accent and they get really bent out of shape and insist that they should all be speaking with British accents. That's actually quite funny. That is actually quite funny. And people said this in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 as well. It was like, can't believe they got someone with an American accent. There was no American accent at that time. Like, yeah, there was also no bloody British accent like that at the time. None of the accents in Kingdom Come Deliverance existed at the time of Kingdom Come Deliverance. In fact, the English language, as we speak it, did not exist in the time of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, it's perfectly okay. Here's the thing, it's perfectly okay and acceptable for them to have had a bunch of American street slang in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It would have been as realistic as what they did with English. Which is why realistic is irrelevant to me, because I really prefer the fact that they did generally try to not have minimal use of modern slang. But they did. They had modern swear words, modern slang, modern phrases in Kingdom Come Deliverance. But they didn't... They tried to make it a little less obvious, you know. Darth Hedgehog! Thank you for the resub. Oh, Che's not here today. Darth Hedgehog, sorry. Che's off today. He's doing something. You think it can just come across as very jarring. I get it to some degree, right? I do. If you get someone and they're talking like, I don't know, some sort of gangster from like Jimmy Cagney or something. They're doing a Jimmy Cagney impression in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's going to be jarring because you associate something with that accent. And I think that's the key thing. This is why it's nothing to do with realism. You just have associations with that accent, right? And for most people, if they hear a British accent, if you're British, you just naturally associate it with people around you. But for a lot of people, they associate that with more medieval times for some odd reason. A lot of people in the world hear British English and think old. They hear American English and think modern, in spite of that being completely untrue. Even the Geordies in KCD threw me off. Yeah, but they only threw me off because they were bloody awful. I don't mind them having different accents for different, like, areas. I don't at all. I really don't. It's just their Geordie accents were friggin' horrible. Horrible. Bad. Just bad. But here's what I'll say. Think of the Witcher games. All the witches were American. Didn't bother you, did it? Didn't bother me. All the witches were American. The Skellige people looked like Vikings and sounded, I'm gonna say Irish. I seem to remember they sounded Irish. The Druids all sounded Welsh. And the Dwarves all sounded Scottish, right? And it didn't matter. And in fact, it was fine. I think it actually helped. The people from Toussaint sounded, what, French maybe, was it? I think it was French. I think the Nilfgaardians sounded more Germanic occasionally. And I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. But I think you can have certain American accents. But if the accent evokes a certain image in your head, it could be jarring. That's why I say something like a James Cagney accent. That would appear, and you'd be like, what? What the hell? It would sound weird. Having said that, I could imagine a Witcher game or a Skyrim game where you go and you meet someone who has an incredibly strong southern drawl, like from one of the southern states in America. Real, that kind of folksy, very hospitable sounding accent. I've heard some, like, I love that southern accent when it's really done calm, friendly, etc. And I can imagine it fitting a fantasy game without me batting an eyelid. So a lot of it could be delivery as well. I think it's just easier for certain English accents, certain basic English accents, because we're kind of programmed to expect that. And this could be the Mancunian accent. It could even be the Scottish accent. Liverpudlian, I don't think so though. I think if the Liverpudlian accent appeared in a game, everyone would be like, actually, I don't think that's true. I think there might be some Liverpudlian accents in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm trying to think. At least from vaguely in that neighborhood. The weird fake British accent American actors used to do. Oh, it wasn't. They didn't. No, they didn't do a fake British accent. Although I know what you mean. What was it called? The Americans had. They had Oh God! It was something like acquired pronunciation or something. They called it. There was a terminology, and it was like the transatlantic accent, but it had another thing. They taught it in certain schools. Received pronunciation. Thank you. Wasn't it received pronunciation? And they sounded American, but also kind of British. And I think this is the sort of accent they often go for in the Fallout games for those 50s style commercials. You know what I mean? They're not fake British, but they seem to have sort of taken some cues from the more upper class British accents. But it's received pronunciation. Oh, is that British English? Is received pronunciation the British? You might be right. It might be received pronunciation is actually what they spoke in, like, on the BBC. Sally Forth is saying. Like, the way people used to speak on the BBC is nobody spoke like that, right? So it was, right, so what do they call it in American? There's that sort of accent you got in those Fallout commercials where they did sound slightly gentrified, but they still sounded American. Did you guys call it? Did you guys call it transatlantic? Is that what you called it? We called ours received pronunciation. You know, they didn't say thousands, they said thousands. Thousands and thousands of pounds. It's the transatlantic accent. Right, that makes sense actually, doesn't it? Like they were trying to make it somewhere neutral between American and British. Someone else is calling it the Mid-Atlantic. Like there's a bunch of people sat in the middle of the Atlantic speaking this. Yeah. How the hell did we get on this conversation? Seriously, there are Scousers in Witcher, I'm sure. Yeah, I think there might be. I know there are Scousers in Stalker. So if there are Scousers in Stalker, there's probably a Scouser or two in Kingdom Come Deliverance, because they pretty much use the same bloody voice actors. Oh my god, we've been at this 40 minutes. It started with a comma. It's Mark's fault! It's Mark's fault for not having comma and. Everyone shake your fist at Mark! So yeah, it was specifically taught for US film actors because some accents were so thick. Yeah, that's... And the thing is it was the same in Britain, though. There were, you know, in the original broadcasting days, they assumed that, like, us barbarians in the north, if people heard us talk, they'd be turning the TV off or the radio off. Turns out that ended up not being the case. When they started to embrace a more diverse accent, people's interest actually increased. I prefer this over gameplay. I should just... Why don't I just wake up in the morning, grab coffee, go live and sit here fielding questions? Probably because I'd be knackered and I'd just be grunting at you. Just to get this out of the way so we can play some games. Everyone always blaming Marx. Oh, Marx. Get it. Very funny. Yes. Marx, as in Karl Marx, but also anyone called Mark. The multitude of Marks out there. Is this the peanut rant again? Actually, we're not ranting, though. That's the thing. We're not. I'm more ranting about the fact that we've just gone off on the bizarrest tangent about language yet again. I'm sure we've had this conversation. We played. Did I shout there? I feel like I shouted a bit loud. Sorry. Let's play some games, shall we? Let's play some bloody game before...
Leave it to Auntie Cleo to turn a perfectly charming little hamlet called Fairfield on a pleasant moon named Eden into a garish, cutthroat, jingle-blaring mudhole.
Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? I guess. You know, I suddenly realise if I had done a Let's Play of this instead of a stream, I would have to find some way to include those menu things. Like as little adverts or something. I have skill points! Ah, I've got 1 skill point. I'm saving it to see if I need more lockpick. And if not, maybe... Or hack. And if not, I might just bung it into speech. So I've got 4. And then I'll work on lockpick and hack. And what else? Why do I feel like I want everything? Because I want everything. We were heading somewhere, I can see. I believe it was to reunite Niles and Zebulon, who was the doctor who saved his life. Yes. Hold up near Westport. And Westport is a port on the west. Thank you, Nazgul. For the 100-bit cheer, I would suggest scouring the ship again. There might be some things there that work best if found sooner than later. The ship! Yeah, yeah. I gotta find the bloody key. There's something going on in the key. In the ship. I've missed my key, but I'm... This... Landing pad incognito. Oh, there's 2. That's odd. Oh, it puts me in... Ah. Go away. Right, no. Yeah, we were supposed to be looking... Now, somebody asked me to put on... where was it? The interaction lines. And they said, look, it doesn't happen from very far away. And it may be distracting. I don't know. Oh, even the door, even the... I mean, I understand why you want me to do it, because I'm probably missing 1,000 things that I should probably not have missed. But is it me, or is that just bloody horrible? Mark's going. See you, Mark. I'm not a fan of outlines, but working in game dev, there's a reason we did it. I don't hate it. I sort of wish it would only happen when I looked at it. But I guess that's why this comes on. It's just, it's too... I don't like it. I get it. I do. See, this is why they wanted me to do it, isn't it? Because there's a big chance I would never have noticed that. There is a big chance. Although, I mean, I did plan on coming back and scouring the ship. The problem is I like to do those things. When I'm Let's Playing, what I'll do is I'll just start at the bottom and wander around like this, right? And then I'll just cut 20 minutes of me going like this out, yeah, as I'm wandering down. But honestly, that's not... That is really not... Yeah, and the problem is, did they leave context clues for me to know that it would be here? Or do they just expect you to wander around and look at every single nook and cranny? Because if so, I see why people think I need the outlines. I mean, someone did say, hey, you've got high observation skills. At least your character does, not you. Maybe this is your character's way of noticing things. I get it. I don't turn these things off for realism purpose, guys. Like, I think it's perfectly reasonable that I know this is something I can open and close. I find it... It just screams, I am a game. I just don't like it. It screams, I am a game. Does that make sense? And I don't, like I said, if it was something that, maybe if it got, when it was a little closer, maybe if it didn't come on there but came on at the same time this would come on. So like, if it would come on now, then as I'm going around, I might get closer. You know what? It's probably just the distance. Do I have correspondence? No, I've already... Oh, unsent messages. To Earth Directorate Headquarters, subject, what is wrong with you all? I've done everything you asked, more even. Why am I still here? Every message I send over these months, years even, of waiting in between, I'm just screaming into the void, aren't I? Extraction's never happening, is it? To none, subject, none. I'm hearing worrisome buzz that the Protectorate took a doctor off to mental refreshment last month. Tell me they didn't nab you. Just a word letting me know you're alright would be enough. I know I don't deserve more. Ah. Yeah, the outline is a crutch and should not be needed by design. I'm of the agreement. You say just make the screen brighter. I don't think making the screen brighter would help. Because it's not that it's too dark to see. That key could be seen if you knew you were looking for it in that spot. Yeah. But there is... The big problem is I can't do what I normally do, which is just, right, I'm going to wander around and... Because it's a stream and you guys are going to get real reward. Okay, I need 7 lockpick to get whatever the hell that is. Okay. Oh! Oh! There's a bunch of lockers here. Did she mention this? Hibernation helmet. Bit cartridge. Okay. That's the active pet! We got a crabble. Where's my crabble? Okay. Hello. That's very disturbing. Yeah, I mean... These outlines definitely make it a lot harder to miss things, don't they? Sorry, not brighter, but just make the objects that require interaction obvious if needed. Yeah, I get it. I know what you mean. I feel like this game... I think it's just like the interaction thing should be a little more obvious. But honestly, now that I look at it, I'm not convinced it's needed as long as I sweep the crosshair across. Maybe if the interaction thing came up a little earlier. So like, if I'm moving around, instead of an outline there, but if I did this and got to about here, it would outline a bit. Just, it's holding your hands a bit too much for my liking. Auto dock, that will heal me. And I think that's it. It's the whole hand holding thing. It just feels a little too much. Like, again, you see, it suddenly lights up and my instinct is to turn towards it very, very aggressively. Feel like something's jumping out at me. Oh, this looks like crew quarters. I don't think I've got any crew yet, but maybe I should check. Just in case someone's squirreled themselves on board. Right, now I have the commander's key now. And I've got Tossball card. Eva, where's the Mickey? I've got money, shunt, num rum, bourbon, vodka. Crumpled list. Yeah, you see... I mean, realistically, I feel like I'm cheating because there's no way I would have spotted that. That just looks like junk. It just looks like junk. That's the thing. Most games, if there's a note that you should pick up, it's really obvious. They're usually a little clearer. Maybe, like you said, a little brighter than other pieces of junk. In this game, they haven't done that. Repair leaky pipe in Eric's room. Order Val to run self-diagnostic. Cook dinner. This bullet point has been violently crossed out. Store all intoxicants in the safe. Hide the safe key with Val. Oh, see this? Right, this is... Here's the thing. If I'd have found that note, I wouldn't have... I probably could have gone and spoke to Val. She would have told me where the key was, you see? The problem is he's finding the bloody key. The note. Okay. What if the reticle would change if you hovered over an interactable object? It doesn't actually need to, in a way, because there's always this little thing that comes up. It's just, it's not really obvious that something is interactable. So you look at it close enough. Right, let's actually have a look. I don't need it. Guys, I don't think I need it. Right, I've got Rattler. I've got a normal light revolver. Although, yeah, I feel like it's just competing ammo. I now have... What did I have? I had a hibernation suit that is... Okay. This sort of reminds me of the first game. Evasion armoring, originally designed for inside... long-term hibernation pods. This suit is specially padded to help prevent bed sores and freezer burns. It's got armoring too. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? Does that mean there are 2 slots for armor? Or does it just mean it has way more armor? This has 5 armor. This has 2. Should I sell these things? They're not really worth much, but I don't want to junk them either. Oh, I can... Oh, there's no carry limit, right? I can just keep carrying things forever. Yeah. I'm not sure I want to change. Helmet. The hibernation helmet. I do remember this. Plus 40% energy recharge rate. Energy for what? Is that for my... Wait, energy. Do I have... sprinting energy? Or is it time dilation energy? Range scanner. Grants additional. Yeah, we're not. We need to get the unlock. Okay. What else did we get? We got armor, and then we got a bunch of alcohol. This can be broken down, right? Or does it get used? Oh, I found these cards. Do they automatically apply? I don't need to do anything with them. In fact, I could probably get rid of them. I'm not going to, but I probably could. Crabble's Rancher safe key. Commander's safe key. Yeah. And stuff to junk. Okay. Right. I don't know. What do we think, guys? Yes to the outline on or no? I'm really torn on it. Really torn on it. Have I not found the thing? Have I still got things? Have I still got things to find here? Where is Valerie again? Where is Valerie? Nazgul! Maybe turn them off and rely on chat to point out important things you've missed. Chat will tend to point out more than they should. I was going to check upstairs. Where is Val? Okay, let's check. Look in every corner and behind everything you can. That's the problem in a live stream. Ain't nobody gonna like me if I do that. Pick up message to prospective agent Niles Ibarra.
It was great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to be one of the best and the brightest, Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if, or should I say when, you become an agent.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. A simple model kit completed with love and patience. All it needs now is some paint. Oh, maybe I need to get some paint for him. Automechanical model kit. Another of Naz's hobbies. Currently in progress. Constructing these models must be satisfying for someone who likes to tinker and polish and whose idea of fun also involves a little monotony to escape the frenzy of daily life. A few nubs lie scattered around the runner, probably from what he was last at work on this kit. Okay. So we have a lot of empty rooms, do we? Oh. No, wait. What was... Okay, I've got the wrong mouse. I've got the wrong mouse installed. Yep. That's better. That's what I wanted. That. Yeah, okay, so, right, got it. And keep that. Got it. Yes, sorry. What do you think of things getting highlighted based on your observation skill? I think that's a good idea. I think if the game sort of... The more observation you got, the more it tended to highlight things to look at. I'd almost feel like that wasn't cheating. And I suppose you could argue the fact that I've... Oh, there she is. The fact that I've... made an effort to maximize my observation skill could give me an excuse for using it.
Awaiting orders. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
I have some other questions for you.
Studying database.
Where's my key? Never mind, I've already found it. I'd like an assessment of the crew. Oh, I would.
Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed?
Niles.
Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are all strong indicators of improved mental health.
Yeah, alright. Wow, Niles really wasn't doing well, was he? What kind of provocation?
Verbal reminders were supplied, followed by non-penetrative nudging. Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming a cause for concern. However, this unit maintains full confidence in his resiliency and current combat readiness.
Okay.
This unit is ready to answer any and all queries.
Tell me about yourself, Val.
Presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited.
I would never say... Okay. What does Valerie stand for, anyway?
Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit.
Okay, so the U, right, because I was trying to figure out where the U came in. Okay, that is a mouthful. I can see why your creators went with the acronym?
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
Yes, how do I get my mouth to behave and do as it's told? What is your view of our mission?
Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. De Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time, less than 24 hours.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh for a long time.
Laughter is the best medicine, second only to anthracillin. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
No. Yes. You've been in operation a long time. Give me the highlights of your service history.
This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity.
What is the Stanfield maneuver?
Detailed instructions on how to perform the Stanfield maneuver are proprietary to the Earth Directorate and strictly confidential.
I'm part of the... No, I want to go back and order her to remove the redacted. Damn it. How much weight do you think you could carry, just as a fun hypothetical?
Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged.
Imagine how quickly... No, message received. Loud and clear.
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
Do not mount the robot. Words of wisdom for everyone. That's all for now. Thank you very much. Oh, God. See, they don't highlight, which is something. Someone said, would it be okay if there was a hotkey for, like, search mode, inspection mode? And I think so. I think that would be different. I think that would be different. Yeah. I think if I could just turn it on and off, it's kind of like compasses. If I can have a button that turns a compass on and off, am I right? I quite like that. Just don't like them on all the bloody time. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything. Not really. Even with highlighting turned on. And I got all the stuff from the safes. And I've checked. Checked everything here, haven't I? I've already examined. That's his thing. Examine that. Yeah, it does. It actually helps me to see what I get the examine sign, and I'm not totally sure what I'm looking at. So it does actually help focus in on. I'm looking at this because at first I thought I was looking at these, which is why the reading felt a bit odd at first. So yeah, there is an oddity to this if you don't have the outlines turned on. But having said that, I'm not seeing anything that I've missed. Nope. Missed the thing. Did I miss the thing? I've missed the thing. Well, how have I missed the thing? It's a thing that doesn't have an outline then. I'm detected. I wasn't trying to be undetected. It's not like the toy. I've been... petted you. I've definitely petted you, haven't I? I've petted you. That would turn the power off in the found that. Why is there a power switch around here? Ah! Pick up Rookie's reward. It uses short rounds. Why does everything use short rounds? Everything uses short bloody rounds. Okay, was this? Is 28 damage as opposed to, what does this? This does 38. See, it doesn't do much damage. Good rate of fire, I guess. Less weak spot bonus. Barrel add-on and optic. Okay. What does this mean? What is that level 1 mod? Unassuming gun acquires experience as you use it. Wait. This gets better the more you use it? But it uses short rounds, which is what the bloody Rattler uses. Can't take the weapon out. I need to take the weapon out. I'll tell you what. Let's just... should we just get back on track? What have I feel like something's updated. The journal is... why is... oh, no, it's the codex. Logs. Finished crumpled list. Right. Okay. Never mind then. Have I got something else I've not? Audio. Right. Okay. No. Let's just get back. What does that mean? 15.87 lock. Is that what I'm carrying? What? 15.87. What did it be? 0.59. Okay, somebody tell me what this number is, because it will drive me mad. I cannot fast travel now. Okay. Ha. Oh. Okay. I need... I want to... I'm moving to the side so I can see... It's got a face on it! It's got lots of faces on it! Okay, so I'm not hating that. I'm hating the fact that I've got to use short rounds. It's kind of like this. I can use this instead of a shot. See, I get the same with the light revolver, right? Thing is this just does more damage, but... no, it doesn't. This does way more damage than that. Like, way more. But it's close range, probably. This doesn't do much weak spot damage, so it's not as accurate. But more importantly, I just don't have the ammo to be using that as a shotgun at the moment. I need to find... That's my plinky plink, and that's my... Oh, I've just realised. The front iron sight makes a little top hat on the Moon Man. Oh my god. This is stupid. And I love it. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I love the silly. Okay. Alright, so I didn't need to wait for... Oh, it's the speaker. I did not need to wait for lockpick 7, which is nice.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protectors folks resent us liberating them.
That's because they do.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be worse.
What is this one? No, wait, the vending machine was... Just choose. Have I been on that? The vending machine was over here, right?
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
There. Right? Yes, it was. Open the vendor. So, is there anything here that is... I mean, see, that's a lot of money for ammo when I don't have a lot of money anymore. And I'm not selling any of this because all the stuff I've got's just... It's worth so little money, which is bizarre. I mean, that's worth a bit, but I'm not selling it. That's worth 25. Probably best just breaking it down. Oh, oh! Aha! Okay, I should probably get all the recipes, right? Recipes are where it's at. I think recipes are where it's at. Definitely on ammo. That's maybe I should... I mean, it's only 150. Shot rods. This one's expensive, though. That's 350, and I've got... And I don't really use grenades much, so maybe we just... What are we looking at? Oh, no, you're not. There you are.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head.
Need
something come out.
Shush. All consumables. And this is just not good. That really does require a lot of black powder, though. Like a lot. Ugh. But the shells are the thing. How many? It says I've got 4. I've got so few shells. Until, mind you, I could just make these and then use the bloody pistol. Is the pistol better than the shotgun? It is, isn't it? I think it is. If I've got the ammo for it. Let's have a look. This thing does 19 times 8. This... Oh, no. This is... No, that... Right, fire rate, 2.5. Oh, it's got a much better fire rate, though. Converts all... Yeah, we've already... See, this... I now have a lot of ammo for this. Yeah. I feel like what I want to do is have plink, 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 ranged, and short range. I don't know why I want the plink, plink, plink there. Probably should actually have short range, plink, 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 medium, range. But then I could... I must admit, I do like the way that looks. I mean, look, I like my shotguns. I do. I like my shotguns. I'm just, I'm partial to a bit of revolver as well. It's just right now. Alright, we've got a few shots. We can use those. Alright. I should actually get something done. You know? For the lols. Use C to compare guns in your inventory. Yeah. Skill points about X. Right. So, we need to keep heading. How are we getting there? Down this. There's a road. According to this. So I can't sleep. That seems to be unhealthy. That seems to be very, very unhealthy, if you ask me. Hello?
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose raptidons wandering around. Note that Auntie's Choice ain't liable for raptidon-based injuries when there's a war on.
Are they liable when there's not a war on? Right. So... Okay. I know this is the wrong way before you say anything, Niles. I'm just curious. Okay.
Unauthorized entry into an arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration.
You hear that? Sounds like a dragoon tromping about. I don't fancy making its acquaintance.
Fine, we'll ignore it for now. We'll get you sorted out. You know we're going to go back in there, right? You get it, guys. You know we're going to end up back in there. Something or someone is going to send us there. And if it doesn't, curiosity will step in to take control. Like the barbed wire,
Careful
really.
of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes.
Okay. Thanks for the warning. I'll bear that in mind. Oh, no, do not be stealing things. Do not be stealing things. We do not steal things.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bits. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps on something juicy from Milver Street.
Okay, that was interesting. I think I saw a... how do I open my... How do I open my radio? I know I've got a radio. Wireless. A desperate message playing around Eden's Bounty Agri Center. Currently active station. Okay. Oh. Okay. I just did.
Sabai, who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello?
Your emergency distress call has a jingle.
Crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you.
Because of course it does. Okay, wait. The lab... Oh, I guess it's on the way. The lab that shouted incoherently and often. Find the personnel trapped in the lab. Okay. Westport Observational Report. Auntie's Choice Observational Report, Westport. Okay, bit of redundancy there. Infrastructure state, moderate, low. Initial fighting caused substantial damage to Westport's infrastructure. They still have power, limited potable water, and passable fortifications. Worth noting that they are experiencing a severe shortage of auto-mechanicals. Morale state, moderate. Morale is holding in Westport. Subjects still believe that the Sovereign will swoop in and save them. This resolve seems rather fragile, though. A couple more hardships could shatter that resolve. This standoff is working against us. Additional notes. Vigilant Hogarth himself is preoccupied by some schism in local command. This type of internal conflict in the Protectorate chain of command should be exploited, if at all possible. Right. Did we miss anything? Hello! I'm wandering around looking for things that I can take without you guys going completely and utterly mental. It's a condition I have.
I don't even want to think about the damage those crowds
Kleptomania.
are doing to my machines.
Yes. If I don't pick something up every few minutes, I become cranky. Examine. It appears that someone gave up halfway through a project. You have all the ingredients and parts needed to easily create several biomass grenades. Yes, I just lack
Yeah, you may have the right of it. I just ain't certain.
the required skills. Okay, this better not be the same one. Yeah, no, stop telling me to
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it, even if Command has temporarily put the actual fighting to a stop.
Hi!
Mind your own business interests.
I am. I work for the Earth Directorate. And I'm assuming that holds absolutely no sway around here. Okay. Right, so somebody is trapped there. But why are they trapped? I see a person moving around down there. Okay, could you guys make slightly less noise? We're supposed to be like super stealthy agents. The best operatives in the known systems.
The void was that.
That would be me. Hello?
A complete and utter misuse of my time.
Okay, well, there's definitely someone over here, but... Hi! I'm responding to...
I heard that.
Give the order and I'll take...
Oh. Dangerous enemies. Enemies with skulls next to their health bar are dangerous, signifying you might be too underleveled to fight them. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try gaining a few levels before coming back. Like leaders or bosses, these enemies are resilient to certain powerful effects and must be dealt enough damage to make them weak first. Okay, is that even having an effect? Not really. Okay, this is not good. Did you do your funky effect? Where is he? Oh, we got many people here. Apparently, this is not a good idea, guys. Where the hell? Where are they? I cannot bloody well see them. We're gonna need to get closer or run away. Are they shooting arrows at us? Whatever they are, it's horrible. Okay, this is not good.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Come on.
Oh, no. Am I even helping?
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Can we? Oh God. Well, we might need to run away. Sorry, tactically retreat. Okay. There's bloody loads of them! Oh, wait, what? Leaders and bosses, particularly tough enemies, are noted via their health bar, signifying they are especially challenging. These are reserved for leaders and strongest fighters of a group. These enemies are more resistant to certain powerful effects required to take... I get it! I get the hint! I'm in trouble! Right, getting the concept. I'm currently a couple of men down, though.
Patiently awaits repair.
Oh, okay. I'm not... Oh, God. I'm not immediately sure how I should... Oh, I tell you what, how do I do it? What's the key for the... What's the key for the bloody... It's G! It's G! Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, now I'm in real trouble, aren't I? Where are you?
Finally.
Okay, what? No, that was not going to work. Right. Continue. Where the hell are we? We're here. Well, that's not too bad. However. Right. I'm not completely sure what... Would a rank of gun help there? 3% armor penetration. No. A little more damage. I mean... It wouldn't hurt. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Okay, stop it, yes.
What was that?
I didn't waste him. On your command. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Right, we got one dead. Where are the rest of them?
Status. Susceptible to danger.
Yeah, no, I know. Sounds like there's one around here, I just can't see. I'm sort of hoping they'd come running towards us in an act of mindless stupidity. Like that! Oh God. Right! And... Okay. Alright. Where are they? Is the one by... Another one dead! I think I'm being shot, which is not great. Okay, stop! Yes, I got the hint! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! We're not...
An alarming...
Yes, I know! Run away, the two of you! It's retreat! How do I get them to run away? How do I... Nice one! Excellent! Brilliant! This is good! I say this is good. This is not good. This is actually quite bad. You know, suppose you're ready for
Requested assistance currently unavailable.
Okay. Yeah. I can't eat, can I? I can't remember what it was to eat. Whoa! Okay, they're lobbing things as well, which...
Emergency program.
Thank you. Right. I don't think this is going to work out for us. I'm thinking we run, keep running, the two of you, keep running. Tactical retreating, I mean. Come on, tactically retreat, a little more. Is he coming? Right, let's keep tactically retreating over here. Hi! This is probably an enemy.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up.
Oh, I'm doing okay. Actually, I'm not too bad. I mean, I'm low on the old triple barrel shotgun shells, which is a shame, but body fat. Oh dear, there are people over there finding the bodies. Okay, so
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else.
no, there's lots of things in here. Look, see, I'm taking everything. Hi.
Hello there.
Hi.
You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris?
Just a few scraps, nothing complete. Can I ask why?
Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our automechanicals. Non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they?
Yeah. What exactly are you trying to convert your mechs to do?
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Right. Yeah, such is the way of war. It is, I'm afraid.
True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts.
No.
But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand?
I can't... Who... Are they the enemy, the Protectorate? Are they the enemy? I feel like they sort of are, but so is the corporations. Where was that convoy of mechs? Where was this convoy of mechs headed?
Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
At this point, would it matter if I was? I mean, I've got a point, really. But no, I am not. I'm not working for Auntie's Choice, definitely.
Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge.
Were all these damaged by Auntie's attack?
Yes and no. The bombs certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Auntie's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies?
Perhaps the escort turned traitor and set the bombs themselves? Could they have been killed by wild creatures and dragged off? There you go. Let's go with the less conspiratorial one.
The only species in these parts that would pose such a threat to an armed escort squad would be crabbles. But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs so they don't get out of hand.
You mean the same automechs which you're desperately trying to find replacement parts for?
Well, yes, they're one and the same. Ah, I see your point there. Not so easy to cull crabbles without operational automechs.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts.
I think I probably need them. So there's a repair thing to the south. Here's the problem. Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. I need to... There's someone trapped in the lab, but I think I have to assume at this point I'm not going to be able to mount a rescue until I can get a little edge. Can we make it to Westport, though? That's the million-dollar question. Well, million-bit question, I guess. Oh, what? Alright, definitely something going on. Well, we're not. Oh, no, don't get close, don't get close. Don't fall off edge of cliff either. Okay, defensive plates. Okay. Alright, okay. So. I mean. There's something down here. Oh, definitely Crabbles. Okay, so this is the repair center. Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Okay, don't immediately go. Okay!
Who goes there? By orders
Zod?
of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Sheer nosiness. Sorry, requires item... Nothing. What is that? I'm being really nosy and avoiding a certain place that seems horribly hostile.
Oh, jeez. Weren't you paying attention? This
Honestly,
is the Automech Repair Center.
not so much.
The name itself encompasses our mission, our identity, and our purpose. And if you weren't already aware of us, I'm guessing you have no business here.
Good guess. Very good guess. Very good guess. I'll be on my
Smart
way.
move. Don't even try getting through this checkpoint without approval. We're low on everything but bullets.
Really? Could I buy some from you? Because I'm going to guess no. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, let's just let's see if we can make it to Westport without having to deal with those unpleasant people. Crabbles. Yeah. Hostile Crabble?
Let's wreck it!
Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Is it going to be coming? It's going to come. It's going to come. Just remember never to let this thing run out of ammo. Where? That is some weird tide. What are you shooting at? What?
Standing by with life support.
Oh, that's nice. That's really good. What? Oh no, it's the fiery... Oh god, I can't move. It's the fiery ones. Can't holy schmoly.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Over here!
Okay. I feel like I might be heading... I better. Oh god, it's better. Reload. Oh, oh god, was it? Oh god. I almost shot you, Niles. You look terrifying when you're on fire. Okay, where away? Something's coming. Something is. Here we go. Oh, I'm loving this. Can you do this?
But I'm not ready.
Okay. Used a lot of ammo there.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Okay, will do. Am I hitting? Yes. Maybe. Difficult to know. Okay. Now I'm definitely low on ammo, but I do like this weapon. It fires quite quickly. And I believe it actually improved there. Not Nazgul! FYI, those glowing red caviar eggs can be destroyed for loot. Yeah! I just think we should destroy the things that laid them first. You know, because they're kind of vicious. So this is now 32. It wasn't... What was it before? 20-something. Has it improved? It has improved. Oh, it says level 4 now. Ah. Okay. I'm guessing... Or maybe I should use... The, I actually do have a dagger. Nope, nothing. Alright. Loot. Wow, there's a lot of it. So they don't always give loot. In fact, from the looks of things, they don't often give loot. Or do they not give loot with blades? Do they just not give loot if you hit them with blades? Is that like a... No! That's being cheap! You're being... cheap! How dare you! No, it's pretty much random, isn't it? Okay. Need some Crabble Craw armor. Yeah, no, those things are pretty tough, aren't they? Okay. Oh. Repeating rifle, Trooper's steel helmet. Blast-proof defenses. Ooh. That's a mod, isn't it? Alright. So I came down here thinking maybe there was a safe way. Now begin to think that's unlikely. Alright. I do question the idea that this is actually worth it, the amount of loot I'm getting. I mean, the advantage being, of course, it doesn't cost anything. I can't go around there, right? Not even gonna try. Nope. Right. My hands are blood drenched now. Right. Okay, so yeah, come here.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking?
Stop it! It squeaks! It squeaks! We can all hear you. It's very annoying. Right, breakdown. What do I have that... Right, so we can break down all junk. Let's start with breaking down all junk. But then we got here. Blast-proof defenses. No defense. What do I get for breaking that down? Crabble plasma gland. Yeah. If I break down the triple barrel shotgun, I get 6 black powder, which might allow me to make some more ammo for the shotgun pistol. What did I... That was the Trooper steel helmet. 40% toxicity drain rate. No, that's not a terrible old... We'll just have to see how it looks, I guess. Light revolver. That also gets me a bit of black powder. And I don't think I'm going to use the light revolver, so we could break that down, get some... Oh, I've got 2 repeating rifles. Definitely... No, don't do it. Definitely, that's only worth 25. I should break both of these down for the black powder. I think. Yes. Same with that one. Light revolver. I feel like the light revolver as well. Who's that? We just got raided. by Riveting Rogue. Welcome, Raiders. You've joined us a riveting point where I'm trying to make ammo because I suck at shooting, basically, and I've run out of the stuff. All right, well, I don't need more weapons that use short rounds anyway, so let's break that down as well. I mean, that's a lot of black powder. Triple barrel shotgun. I don't know why I don't want to break that down. I know I'm a very, very silly person, but that's just how it is. Oh, wait. Can we... How do I upgrade armor? Oh, I can't do that here, right? I can't... I can make armor mods, but I can't... That's party upgrade. I can help upgrade his gear. But I think I need something to level up. Alright, in which case then, let's just make some more bloody... Let's have a look. Not shells. Short rounds. I can make a bunch more of those. And honestly, I feel like I'm not going to regret that. Okay. So, how are we going to get around here?
There must be at least a few useful parts in here.
Probably. Yeah, I think I can avoid that for now. Famous last words, granted. And... Oh, wait. No, I've been down there. What? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I've not been down there. How would I get down there? Do I want to get down there? I mean, it's crabbles. I'm just going to waste ammo killing crabbles. For... I mean... Arguably, I could get better at shooting, and getting better at shooting is probably a good thing. I feel like there's probably something down there. You know what? Let's get to Westport and that person better not need rescuing right this instant. Okay, so Westport's going to be Protectorate territory. That's what I saw the other day. What exactly is that? Okay. So, assuming that I'm... Alright, so, right. Yeah. I'm guessing in here is where we go. We're gonna do this. It does seem to be...
You are the raw material for perfection.
Nope, that's Crabble, that's Crabble.
To the most exalted vigilant. We must all
oh god, no, that's total Crabble Town. That is complete Crabble Town. You know what? I feel like we should go and talk in here first then. I mean, maybe there's a reward for cleaning the Crabbles out. What the hell?
The native flora and fauna, the pleasant
Huh.
atmosphere,
Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
complex ecological
Yeah, that's good. You know there's stuff on the floor here? I'm cleaning up for you. Hi?
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you.
Nice hat.
You need someone to talk to hereabouts. I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Absolutely. Anything I should know about the place that you could share, that is?
Word to the wise. Despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
I would never dream of misdeeds. Misdeeds?
Same as...
So is this in here or out there?
Ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now.
I'm going to disappear for a couple of minutes. Some shouting is going on. I believe I need to go and
welcome.
Help out. Back in 5 minutes. Grab a drink or something, guys. Nazgul gifting a tier 1 sub to Jaraxus. Thank you, man. See you guys in a few minutes. Oh yeah, youngest daughter taking too long in the bathroom. mm. You mean arbitrate, right? Not help shouting. No, I generally... You may find this hard to believe. I'm the peacemaker of the family. Most people who know me in real life are always amazed to find that out. But to be honest with you, most people who see us completely have the backwards idea of our entire family. My girlfriend seems like really sweet, adorable. I mean, she is. Don't get me wrong, she is. But she's like really strict and really, you've spent too long in the bathroom, which is funny, by the way, because the girls, they take too long in the bathroom. They get that from her. Like, no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The things that infuriate her about our kids are the things that she does the exact same thing. But there's no point pointing this out. But she's very, very strict, and we need to go walking, and you need to get some fresh air. She's that type of person. But everyone just looks at us when they see us out, and they just assume I'm the disciplinarian. I give off this vibe, you see, head teacher vibe, perhaps. And I suppose I am, ultimately, when the fights get too much, I'm the one that has to settle everybody down. But in actual fact, I'm the chilled out one. So, yeah. The voice of reason. It's not even about reason. Most people don't respond to reason. I try to be the calming voice. I think that's the thing. Sorry, I'm eating quick lunch. The Nordic Kit Kat. Lunch is $22.45. It's a bar of chocolate. Yeah, I mean, when I do shout, I tend to get results, but that is because I've got a set of lungs on me, as you've probably noticed. Yeah. But as a general rule, I find that the trick is to say the bare minimum. My girlfriend's unfortunately the opposite end of the spectrum. When she gets angry, she just doesn't stop. It's like, you've made your point, everyone's very sorry, but then the next 10 or 15 minutes, it's just... And the problem is, that just tends to invite resistance. Because at a certain point, it's just human nature. You tell someone off and they go, okay, I'm sorry. And then you go, what you did was absolutely terrible. And it's like, yes, I know. I can't believe you did. Look, seriously, he did it first. That's how it always ends up happening. I keep saying to her, I said, no. Always quit when you're ahead. When they've agreed that they're going to stop doing it. I think sometimes it's like, yes, but I don't think they believe they're, I don't think they believe they're in the wrong. And I'm like, yeah, no, they never will. And you're not going to convince them by shouting at them. Certainly not while they're emotionally high, angry. All you can do is convince them that you outrank them. So that's what I do. I just say, nope, I don't want to hear it. But, nope, I don't want to hear it. And then when things have calmed down, you can talk to everyone. That's, because unfortunately, you cannot deal rationally with emotional people. I mean, I've said this before, you can't actually deal rationally with most people. They need to be receptive to reason. And for people to be receptive to reason, they need to be calm and they need to be open-minded. So if you meet someone who's already formed a very strong opinion on something, you have to open their mind before you can reason them into a different opinion. And that is not always easy. And I tell you what will not do it. Reason. That will have the opposite effect. I mean, what you always have to assume is most people's opinions or positions on things were not the result of a process of rational thinking. Because that is simply not how our species functions. They got there pretty much immediately. That they have decided what is right and what is wrong instantly, and then they are going to work backwards from that assumption to find a logical path that makes sense. And if you try to undo that logical path, they will get angry because that path does not exist to get them to the right conclusion. It exists to support their already preconceived conclusion. Yeah, Laura says, she needs to vent, but everyone else doesn't want to hear anymore. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, you want to vent, but if you start venting, everyone else is going to vent too. And the fact that you're the grown-up of the family ain't going to help when you've got 3 teenagers. I mean, one of them is an adult now. And you can say, yes, but it's our house, our rules. Absolutely. And I do put my foot down, our house, our rules. But I think the difference in our parenting style is this. I expect them to do as they're told. She expects them to like doing what they're told. I say, no, you will clean that mess up. I don't care who made it, you will clean it up. I don't care if you think it's fair. I don't care if you believe this is the most unjust thing ever. Just clean it up. The thing is the kids can kind of handle that. They can go, fine, and then they'll clean it up. She will want to convince them that it's the right thing to do. They should want to do it, and that it's. You just can't. They're already miserable, annoyed, and convinced that their brother or sister should have done it or something. You're just inviting, and then they start arguing, and then the other one comes in. No, you said you did. It's just. So yeah. A lot of life is doing BS you don't want to do for unfair reasons. Yeah, I mean, this is. My mother taught me well. She'd say, that's not fair. And she would say, life's not fair. Get used to it. She was a fountain of wisdom, a fountain of hypocritical wisdom that stood me in good stead. Great sayings. Like if I point out she was doing the things she told me not to do, she would literally say the words, do as I say, not as I do. She did not believe in leading by example. She led by, is it fiat? My house, my rules. And the thing is it leaves no room for negotiation. Therefore, okay. But that's not fair. I'm aware of that. It will change nothing. Okay then. Yeah, family life. Okay, let's get some more.
Minor disruption.
Right, let's just check this place. Who was I supposed to speak to? He did say go and speak to someone probably in the main house, right?
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
I gotta admit, these guys strike me as worse than Anti-Cleo's.
People saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes, this town's finished.
Hi.
Prudence dictates we remain productive.
That's nice. Why do I feel like the robots would make better conversationalists?
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting.
That sounds bad. Hi.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good.
Presently?
Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
What the void happened here?
You haven't heard? When Antis invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again.
Okay, well, yeah, that is a shame. Best of luck.
All right. Well, don't let me keep you.
That just sounds callous, doesn't it? Where's my...
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
Seems odd, but I got the feeling I could mentally refresh... Oh, God.
Each a vital cog. Each a vital cog.
Oh, yeah, no, these people are absolutely the worst. Well, not these people, but whoever did this to them. I love the fact that no one cares that I take their stuff. Okay, so... Yeah, we are definitely not getting the mind control for Mr. Mustachio. No, we're not. Definitely not giving anyone else that power. It's just lying around. Designate a light revolver. This humble revolver is practically identical to the weapons used by the early security forces in Arcadia and still preserves a central role in upholding the Protectorate's reign. Okay, is that... I mean, it uses short rounds. Okay, I guess it's just the Protectorate provides sort of scenario. Yes, I am a terrible... Okay, wait a minute. Mods. Attach mods to your weapons and your armor. Oh, first of all, can I craft... What was the mod I want to make? I want to make... Helmet mod. How do I make... Extra holster. I need cloth. That is what I need. Scoundrel's Aegis. I could attack... Oh, no, wait. It's currently got corrosion soak. Corrosion That's the stuff they were throwing at me, that green stuff. So that might actually be worth keeping. This one's just better all-round defensive resistance, though. I feel like that's probably the better option. Yeah, cost cut materials. I don't know what. How do I know what it replaces? Oh, it is the corrosion soak. Whatever these are different. Okay, so yeah, I don't know which is best. I really don't. What about weapons? My Rattler, no modifications available. Okay. So is theft not a thing? It is! There's loads of things I've not been able to pick up. It just seems there's also loads of stuff that I can pick up. And because I'm so super observant, I know which is which. Black powder. Yep.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically.
You've
They started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
Grabbing the paradigm. Yeah, socially, you're both completely ass backwards. Yep. You both treat human beings like things. On the one hand... Oh, Treasure Hunter really does give... Oh, Treasure Hunter might be worth it just for the bloody black powder. I mean, I'm going through people's trash cans here. Oh my god. Rubbish bins. Just defended a lot of bricks.
Greetings.
Are you the person I'm supposed to be speaking to? You are, Vigilant Hogarth.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger.
You need something.
As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
And you need something. And just how is the Protectorate the guiding light for humanity?
Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
No. Corporate colonies are every person for the corporation, I'm afraid. Does everyone feel that way? What about the people at the bottom of your society?
They love it as much as I. We care for everyone. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor through our perfection of auto-mechanical technology. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. Auto-mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
Okay.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Automex parts help grant you a reprieve. How exactly? Wait, yeah, what do you need a reprieve for anyway?
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs.
How is that a punishable offense? You lost.
Well, obviously, we've forsaken our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
Lost me on the last part. How can a boot heel be vapid? No, such a judgment does seem a little unnecessarily cruel.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Oh, okay. Half the town is presently underwater, no getting around that.
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile.
Okay.
I owe it to every single person here to try.
Okay, I like this guy. Now, you know what? Your dedication to the people is inspiring. I will get those parts for you. Yes, I will.
That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer.
I need a way into the Vox relay. Please don't ask why.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide.
Yeah.
In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
How can I say no to that? I can't? Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay.
My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already.
Oh, okay, good.
At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
A Ministry of Accuracy, right. Well, sounds like I'm facing imminent death, not the first time. But I need to get an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy somehow, right?
Farewell now.
Okay. Where's the Ministry of Accuracy when it's at home? The saga of find Arc access credentials. So there is a Ministry of Accuracy over there. Right, so I could go over there, get the things I need, then I can saunter into there without having to murder everyone, right? Okay. I want to help these guys out. I mean, I was worried he was going to try and change the robots so they become murder machines, but honestly, he just wants to rebuild the place. Key to the Vigilance personal quarters. Or lock. Woo! That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I'm not. No. I'm not. No. Do not be picking locks anyway. Just. Okay. So. Let's just look around a little bit. All right. I definitely want to help these guys out. They can give me a way into the Vox relay. I won't need to help murder a psychopath or Mr. Mind Control, which seems like a win-win. Okay, boneless, skinless sprat. Am I just... Is this someone's house? Welcome, Marshal Corbin. Private entries. Remembering Horizon Point. After the calamity at Horizon Point, the Protectorate needed someone to blame. The Sentinels found me, imprisoned me, interrogated me, and if not for the Vigilant defending me from accusations of desertion, I might have been destined for mental refreshment or worse. Instead, they merely checked my demerits. thankfully, Doc Zod, true to their word, expunged my record. It's right, it's my man. They didn't just give me a clean slate, they made me pure in the eyes of Central Command. But at what cost? Did they not also make me a liar? No, I have a second chance to deserve this unblemished record. I must make good on it. Good lad, good. How many years has it been since the disaster, and yet I'm still tormented by questions? The Protectorate is infallible, so how was Horizon Point breached? To begin with, how could our glorious system have come under attack from such chaos? No, these doubts are poison, the sign of a disordered mind. To believe the Protectorate could be better than it is would only be admitting its imperfection. Clearly, I am the one in error, failing to understand the paradigm's grand design. If only I had Montelli's clarity. He has remained a bulwark in these perilous times. I should be so fortunate to live up to his example. Oh God, is he going to think that I'm the reason it all went to crap? Because it definitely wasn't me. And then he'll think it was him for letting me in. Montelli is under a great deal of pressure. That much is obvious. I've known Umberto a long time and have never seen him so persistently agitated, so changed. Far be it from me to question my decorated superior and friend, but I cannot help wondering what has him so surly of late. I suspect he's been asked to do things against his conscience. But what are these demands, and who are they coming from? Perhaps I will take it up with him during my next rotation at the Vox. Okay, well, I'm glad he... I'm glad he did alright, even though I've just robbed him. Yeah, I'm a terrible person. Yeah.
Resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network.
I have no idea what I'm looking for. Clues. Stuff to take, because I'm the worst. But I'm going to help these guys out, so let's just think of it as, you know, a bit of an advanced payment. Sorry, not mean to. Ooh, bypass shunt. That. Alright.
The base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret,
what's that?
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now...
Is that a landing port? That looks like a landing port.
To maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as...
God, this place is depressing. Now, the thing is it's not the people's fault. That I need to keep reminding myself. This guy that's running the place seems like... I don't have that one, do I? No, I don't. I did pick up one card. Not only does he seem to have the best interest of his people at heart, he's willing... Well, he knows someone's going to go to the gallows for it. He's accepted that it's him, and he's still trying to help them out rather than run away. Got to admire that.
We are bound to inform you.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ecotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as a great way to maintain it. Appeared right out of the aether.
What?
Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do.
The hell have
Here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
Right. My favourite part is page 6, paragraph 2. How does that go again?
Oh, it's that, homespun metaphor. The Protectorate as a happy, attentive family, the sovereign smiling beneficently at the head of the table, all such, so forth and the like.
Don't have it quite fully memorized, do you?
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
Okay, wait, speech 3. How many teeth do you want to swallow before you admit what you're hiding? Oh, I don't feel like threatening this poor guy.
Subject to the most exalted vigilance, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
I don't want to threaten this guy. How many teeth do you want to swallow before you admit what you're hiding? No! Undercover operatives being required to reveal themselves seems unlikely.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with Sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you'll excuse me, I best return to my work tasks. If you were a Sentinel, or in some Sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. Unfortunately, my house is currently besieged by Crabbles. In any case, back to it.
No, no, come here. I want to talk about the
Outlander I spoke with before.
Yeah, no.
What brings you back around?
I want to talk about... There's a purple stain around your mouth. What is that?
Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark.
It's purple berry, isn't it?
Both. About which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
You know your mouth is the exact shade of Auntie's Choice Purple Berry Crunch cereal, right?
A purple what now? Is that an actual term in use? I don't know. You come in here spouting made-up words and,
Would you relax? I don't care. I'm an ally.
Would a true ally speak so plainly? Or coolly remark with some cryptic double entendre? Straight talk seems more the province of hidden agents, savvily angling to trick somebody.
I mean...
If you were a Sentinel, or in some Sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. Unfortunately, my house is currently besieged by
Crabbles. I'm gonna go and find your house. I thought I could get away with not invading the Crabbles, but let's face it.
Town water tank's got all sort of needless warning labels on it, like avoid placing harmful irritants inside.
I think it's meant to stop me from dropping my father-in-law in there.
Okay.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Right. What am I doing again, other than wandering around? Taking so well, I'm going to save the place. I'm going to make it up to them. That's what I'm going to do. I have a feeling the person we're looking for is down there. Now, those robots, are they going to be hostile? Or is it just the Crabble?
The wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
Oh, keycard Westport Broadcast Facility. I have no idea why I would want to go in here. I have absolutely every idea why I want to go in here, but it's just not one that I'm currently comfortable with. I'm an agent, searching for clues and anything that might give me an edge. Okay. Protectorate! Duly authorized personnel only. Interference with ongoing broadcast is strictly forbidden. Inspect loudspeaker interface. The interface for the loudspeaker system is Westport allows authorized Protectorate subjects to update which audio cartridges play. Wait. I want to change the tapes. I probably need to find a tape first. A tape. Okay, right. Well, something to check out later, I suspect.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
Okay.
The native flora.
Almost missed the routine certitude.
So, we have got multiple things to do down here. Let's start with not dying. Have I got
the matriarch working with
Yes, that's...
through the sovereign devised the paradigm.
Okay.
A meticulously designed
You guys ready? Oh.
Let's get him over with! You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
What? Oh, God. Niles for a second there. Okay. Okay, I'm liking the fire rate on this. Still a what are we shooting at? Please don't waste ammo. What? Okay. Oh God, no! What are you? Okay, seriously? Do not wander. Right in front of. All right.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Oh, well, that's good.
Distraction for you.
Okay, we got incoming. Oh, was I? I didn't even notice I was in trouble. Well, I'm glad she's paying attention. How we doing? Oh, wait. Oh, for God's sake. The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Teetotaler? To avoid drugs to a fault, leaving you particularly vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhaler is increased, but the inhaler is way more potent to your pure metabolism. Warning, once selected... No. Whoa. I get more health, but more toxicity. This is not going to go well with sickly, right? Doesn't sickly mean I have less ability to take toxicity? This would be catastrophically bad. Or am I misunderstanding that? A sickly teetotaler would probably die. I'm trying to remember what it was. What it was that I had with the with sickly. Sickly made it so that I was... I think it meant I couldn't take as much toxicity. Highlight. Nexus Mods has one mod which removes highlighting from interactable doors terminals called Increased Highlight Range. It increases the highlight range, but it removes highlighting from certain interactables. Sickly reduced toxicity tolerance. Right. So if I've got reduced toxicity, right, that's a terrible. That would be... Basically, that would be... game over. Where are we running? Okay. Well, we've killed the crabbles. Of course, we've still got... Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure it's... Body fat. Something's found. A body. No, what? Oh, we see you. We see... Oh, it doesn't want to come. Which is fine by me. Fine by me. Let's just... It'll pluck up the courage to come get us in a little while, probably. Let's just... Is it coming? Right. Big bloody crater there. God, this place is a little larger than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So we need to find Uji What's-its face. Place. Uji What's-his face. It's his place. Good God, that doesn't work, does it? I've forgotten his name already. Guy with the purpleberry mouth. Okay. Quest. Oh, hello. Ah, brawn or engineering? No. Is the simple answer. Your friend is somewhere in that direction. Let's say we try being a little... systematic about this. I have no idea if it's worth doing this. I know I can craft stuff with those. I just don't know if it's actually worth it. Okay, what have we got here? Ah, this is locked! But I can get through this relatively easily. Okay. Short rounds. Nice. Plasma soak. I think the plasma soak is like, it's going to help me against the things that throw fire, is it? Which is most things at the moment. It's just the things that really give me trouble are the things throwing the green stuff. I just think I'm going to be avoiding them for a while. Oh, Science Adventures Quarterly, Volume 1 of 10. Wild Roy, the Raised by Primals Boy. A fiction periodical chronicling the exploits of Earth Directorate agents Commander Zane and her sidekick, Buddy. A label inside the cover reads, SAQ Volume 1 of 10 from the Library of Redactor Quesnel, Ministry of Accuracy. That's right. Ministry of Accuracy. Maybe she will give us some... documents. Although I worry that now that means I need to get this stuff for her. Go to this place. Purpleberry lunch. Crunch. Crunch. I think I know whose place this is. Oh my God, this is... You know what? I'm doing this man a favour by picking all this stuff up, because if anyone else sees this, he's in a whole heap of trouble. Waterlogged Protectorate medicine. Oh! I can give that to the doc, right? Man, this guy had a problem. Like, seriously. He worshipped Auntie's choice. Honestly, that makes me like him a little less. I mean, I don't mind if he's got a sweet tooth, but... Enter passcode already left written in. Go, go, go getter. Hidden ambitions. Were it but offered, I would revel in the life of a minor functionary within middle administration, but such is not my lot under the Protectorate. Once one is designated to a post, there they must remain. What is a person with ambitions meant to do here, I ask, besides wallow in obscurity? I oftentimes wonder how I might fare within Auntie's Choice freewheeling meritocracy society. It's not a meritocracy, trust me on that. Though to even consider such thoughts is to court swift rendition to a mental refreshment centre, so I should probably not write this down. Paths of uncertainty. As unheard as it sounds, I have been reassigned by Vigilant Hogarth. He's tasked me to raise the spirits of my fellow subjects by reciting inspirational words from the Sovereign. A great honour to be sure, but I worry. If my mind ever begins to wander, will I start singing the spirited product jingles of our commercialist rivals? Yet I must hold firm, as such doubts are contrary to the true go-getter I know myself to be. Forbidden fruit taste. Admin Chatterjee indicated that my recent conduct was a profound disappointment to all Protectorate society, as the frequency of my washroom visits has increased by 5.6%, and my manner has become jittery and fretful. I dared not admit the reason, how I feel impelled to devour Auntie's choice purpleberry crunch at every opportunity. I nodded, accepted 60 merits and an extra work hour to offset my loss in output, my thoughts already turning to my sweet, prohibited indulgence. Serial thriller. Despite how thrilling I find this, Red Cloak serial, it has left my days and nights full of worry and doubt. Like all who tune in, I cheer at the exploits of the lone righteous sentinel as she nabs hidden sympathizers intent on undermining our Protectorate. But as the miscreants are shipped off for mental refreshment, I wonder, what would Red Cloak think of my purpleberry crunch consumption? Or my enthrallment with its advertisements? I fear I know the answer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I fear I know the answer too, my friend. Okay then, so... I definitely want to have another word with him. Salted chips. What was the... I can't... Well, I can eat everything until I get full health. I think it's a function key. Which is unfortunate. And I have to press FN and whatever the number is, and I don't like randomly doing that. Food. So if I can eat it, does it mean... Okay. I can add it to junk. I can hold... No, food and drinks. I'm at max. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting a lot of stuff here. Ooh. What did I just hear? That is one of those things that I can't open. Yep, brilliant. Infantry cap. Plus 40% toxicity drain. That's not to be sniffed at. But of course, I still can't change my hat until I've got a replacement. Oh, that's there. It's a little fashy, isn't it? Really, it's a tad fashy. I mean, I think I prefer this, and that's got the same effect. It also has misconduct. I mean, yeah. Just let's be on our way. Right. What is creaking? I'm hearing... Oh, that was a new outfit. That was a new outfit, wasn't it? Yes, it was. This was the Spacer's outfit. Armor 1. This is even worse armor. It does have some evasion chance, but no combat sprint. So, oh, not as much. Oh, no, it's got the same combat sprint. Let's have a look. It doesn't have the last stand or cost cut materials. You got obsessed with the crab eggs and had to destroy them all. Yeah, I feel you. It's because they might have stuff in them. I just question how badly I need that stuff because it's becoming really time consuming, is what it's becoming. I'm just going to ignore it. There's definitely something around here, isn't there? I've been in here. Okay, we've got a bar. Alright, and we got... Oh, nice. Yeah, the highlight thing definitely makes it a little easier to do the looting, doesn't it? It makes it a lot easier to do the looting, I will admit. Is that thing going to pop out at some point? I want to play the piano. It's over there, maybe? Your friend is somewhere over there. Got a big building... Okay, the Protectorate... Oh my god. Thank you, Nazgul, for the 100 point... At some point, try hip firing the revolver. I will. I got some bad news. Game just froze. That's... Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah. No, this is a complete... Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, then. Well, I guess that's as good a place as any to... stop. Let's hope I've... I know I didn't save too long ago. Yeah, we can blame Nazgul. We're going to blame Nazgul. Just as you cheered, everything crashed. It absolutely cannot be because of the cheer. That occurs. The cheer occurs on my render rig, not my gaming rig. It cannot. Okay, it was 3 hours stream, wasn't it? Yes, it was. All right. I'm just finding out where I left off just so I can tell you how long I got to replay it, but I don't think it's that much. The game decided you're done for today, yeah. Yeah, I'm not too far out, I don't think. Yeah, it's not that bad. Not that bad. So next time, which will... Okay, no. Sunday I'm going to be doing... Sunday I'm going to be doing Darkest Dungeon, definitely. Definitely doing Darkest Dungeon. But I will try to do a random stream of this sometime. In fact, there's chances that I'll do it relatively soon, now that I think about it. I've got something I'm hoping to start in the next week or two, but in the meantime, it's like a little easier going, so, you know, maybe a few daytime streams. Excuse me. Quorico... Oh my god, I just swallowed the wrong way. Quorico wants to pick up that game we were playing. I can't even remember what it was called. Split Fiction. Split Fiction. So, seeing as I'm open for some daytime streams at the moment, I might try and get one of those sorted out with them. So, yeah. But I'm enjoying this game. I am enjoying this game. It's fun. It is fun. So, anyway, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on Sunday then, at the latest, for Darkest Dungeon. And let's just see, maybe I'll do a random stream. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. It'll be unplanned. Okay? Thank you very much. Good night.